He's asking if you're there. Can you hear his voice right now? He asks you to stop and listen. He needs you, and is calling your name over and over, but the world's noise keeps drowning his voice out. Heaven itself has paused everything for this moment, because he cannot stay silent any longer. He is reaching for you with urgency, not anger, but with a deep, burning love that refuses to let you slip away. This is not a random message. You did not find this by chance. You were led here. His spirit has been guiding you to this exact moment, aligning every single second of your day. So the words would find you right where you are. He's been calling your name, whispering softly when you couldn't sleep, nudging your heart in quiet moments, hoping you'd notice him. You felt it, haven't you? That sudden pull, that strange stillness when everything else feels loud. That was him trying to reach you. He has tried reaching you through blessings, through people, through pain, through silence. He's placed reminders in your path, signs you mistook for coincidences, words that pierced your heart unexpectedly. He did it all to say one simple truth. He loves you, and he needs you to listen to him now, before it's too late. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are not forgotten or overlooked. You belong to him. He formed you, breathed life into you, and set you apart for a purpose that no one else can fulfill. But lately, he has watched you drift further away, letting the world's noise grow louder than his voice. He has watched them pour their heart into things that do not last, chasing people who do not see them, and filling their days with distractions to silence the ache they cannot explain. Yet through it all, he has stayed close, closer than their next breath, waiting for them to finally look up and see him standing right beside them. He asks if his child is there needing them, not because he is incomplete without them, but because he loves them so much. He cannot bear to see them destroying themselves in silence. He sees the heaviness they hide, seeing the weariness behind their forced smile. He sees the late nights they stare at the ceiling, wondering if he still cares, if he still speaks, if he remembers them. He does. He always has. Every sigh, every tear, every moment of confusion, he was there. They thought he was distant, but he was beside them. In every moment they felt abandoned. They thought he was silent, but he was whispering truth when the lies were shouting louder. They thought he had turned away, but he was right behind them, waiting for the moment their heart would quiet enough to feel his presence again. They said, God, if you're real, show me. This is him showing them. This message is his answer to the cry they thought he ignored. They prayed for signs, for something undeniable, something proving he still sees them. And now he is speaking directly to their heart. He arranged this moment. Heaven paused for this conversation, because their soul is too valuable to lose in the chaos of everything else. He is breaking through the noise of he is calling you back home to him. There are battles surrounding you that you can't see. There are traps being set to pull you away from peace, making you numb to his love, trying to make you believe your mistakes have disqualified you from grace. But he wants you to know the truth. Nothing you've done has pushed him away. Nothing you said, thought, or failed to do has made him love you less. His love doesn't change when you're broken. It never fades when you fall. It doesn't run out when you doubt. His love for you is constant, like the breath that never leaves your lungs until he calls you home. He asks you not to brush this off as just another message. Don't think, maybe later, because later is never promised. The time is now. The moment is here. Heaven has been leaning toward you for so long, whispering your name while you ran through distractions, trying to fill what only he can fill. That ache in your chest, that hollow space that no one else seems to reach. That's where he belongs. That's where he's been calling from. He needs you to know he is not angry with you. He isn't disappointed in you. He is heartbroken for you, grieved by how much pain you've carried, thinking you had to do it alone, heartbroken by how many times you've turned your face away, thinking he was ashamed of you. But he is not. He is proud of you for surviving what you thought would break you. He is proud of you for still standing when everything tried to make you fall. But now he needs you to stop surviving and start living with him. You have been running for so long, haven't you? Running from your past, from your guilt, from your reflection from his call. But every time you ran, he ran beside you. Every time you hid, he stayed near. He never gave up. He never stopped hoping that one day you would hear his voice again and turn back. That day is now. He has called you again and again, and this time he asks you not to walk away. This moment feels heavy for a reason. Eternity is speaking directly into it. Something truly sacred is happening, even now. His spirit is touching your heart, softening what life hardened, stirring pain once silenced. You can feel it right. That warmth inside your chest, that quiet pull that is him. His presence is washing over you, drawing you closer. Don't resist it. Let him in. You have believed the lie of being too far gone, believed the lie that you have wasted too much time. You have believed the lie that he is disappointed and finished with you. Those lies come from the one who fears your return, knowing exactly what will happen when you return to him. He knows the power that will rise inside you when you remember who you are in him. That's why he has fought so hard to keep you distracted, to keep you numb, to make you think you don't matter. But he stepped in before it was too late. This message is proof of that. The time is short, child. You have felt it in your spirit. The days feel faster. The nights feel heavier. And deep down you know the world is shifting. They sensed it, but they pushed it away. He is confirming it now. Time is running out, and they cannot keep living like they have endless chances. The world offers them noise, comfort, distraction, but not life. He is the only source of life, and right now, he is reaching for theirs. They say they rest deeply in his promises. If they are clinging to every word he has spoken, they listen closely. Every time they felt the pull to pray, but didn't, that was him calling. Every time they felt tears rise and didn't understand why, that was him breaking through their walls. Every time they stumbled and felt something urging them to rise again, that was his hand lifting them. He has been closer than their own heartbeat, calling their name through everything. They thought he wasn't speaking, but they were just surrounded by too much noise to hear. He is not asking for their perfection. He is not asking for their performance. He is asking for their attention, their heart, their presence in this moment, because he really needs them to hear him now. They are standing at a crossroads, and the path they choose from here will shape everything. If they turn toward him, he will rebuild what life shattered. If they turn away, the weight they carry will only grow heavier. He is not threatening them. He is warning them because he loves them too much to let them sleep through their own awakening. He asks, is his child there? Are they listening? He is here. He has always been here. He is calling their name not to condemn them, but to save them, not to shame them, but he wants to show you mercy, not to demand from you, but to give you life. This is not a sermon, it's a rescue. This is heaven interrupting earth, because your soul is worth everything he gave. He stretched his arms on the cross for you, and he is stretching them toward you once again. He says the time is now. He urges you to look past your pain, beyond your guilt, and past the fear. He is standing right in front of you, whispering, come back to me. This is your moment. Don't let it pass. Don't harden your heart. Don't tell yourself you will respond later. There may not be another later. He has called you over and over, and he is calling you one more time because he truly wants you to hear him now. He asks if you know what hurts his heart the most. It's not your mistakes, not your failures, nor even the times you doubted him. It is the silence that has grown between you. There was a time when you used to talk to him about everything. You would whisper your thoughts to him before sleep, telling him about your dreams, your fears, and your hopes. He loved those moments. You did not always have the right words, but your heart was open, and he heard you. He still remembers the sound of your prayers when you believed he was listening. But somewhere along the way that voice faded. The world became louder, and he became quieter to you. Not because he left, but because your heart got crowded with other things. You thought he stopped speaking, but he never did. You thought he went silent, but he was whispering through everything. Through the sunrise that warmed your face when you were weary. Through the unexpected kindness of a stranger. Through the song that made tears fall when you weren't sure why. Through the stillness that held you when you were about to break. He has been speaking in ways you didn't recognize because you were looking for a thunderstorm while he was speaking in a whisper. He has been trying to reach you through the world he created. Every breeze that brushed against your skin carried his presence. Every star in the sky that caught your eye was a reminder of how vast his love for you is. When the night was silent and you couldn't sleep, the tug you felt inside wasn't loneliness. It was him trying to remind you that you were never alone. Even in the chaos, he was there. Even in the laughter, he was listening. Even in your anger, he was patient. He has sent people into your life to speak his words, but you didn't see them for who they were. The friend who told you to hold on when you wanted to give up, that was him speaking through them. The family member who wouldn't stop praying for you, that was his spirit moving in their heart. The person who showed you kindness when you least deserved it, that was his mercy in motion. Every encounter had a purpose. Every voice that carried truth was part of his pursuit. You've wondered why certain doors closed, why certain plans failed, why God didn't give you what you wanted when you asked him. But his silence in those moments was never a rejection. It was protection. You asked him for things that would have hurt you. He said no because he loves you too much to let you destroy yourself. You thought he was ignoring you, but he was saving you. You thought he was far away, but he was holding you back from something that would have broken you beyond repair. There were nights when you thought he was nowhere near, but he was standing beside your bed, watching over you while you slept. He saw your tears soak the pillow and heard the words you couldn't speak out loud. He never looked away. He kept his hand over your heart, steadying your breath when you thought you couldn't go on. He has been closer to you than anyone else ever will. Yet, he watched as the space between you grew wider, little by little with each passing day. That silence didn't happen all at once, his beloved. It began slowly with a skipped prayer here, a small compromise there. You told yourself it was fine to seek him later, that you were just too tired, too busy, too distracted, and later never came. The voice that once ran to him began to hesitate, began to feel unworthy, began to believe lies that you were no longer wanted by him. But hear his truth right now. You have always been wanted, have always been chosen. His love for you hasn't changed, not for a moment. When you sinned, he still loves you. When you turned away, he still follows. When you stopped speaking, he was still listening. He was in every silent room, every lonely car ride, every sleepless night whispering, I am still here. Sometimes his whisper was so faint that you mistook it for your own thoughts. He has been so close, inside your very breath, waiting for you to notice. Please support our channel. Our mission is to fill your life with joy, peace, and devotion to God. If you feel blessed by our work, you can show support by sending a super blank thanks. Every bit of your support means so much to us. He speaks through your dreams too. Those moments when your heart saw what your eyes could not, when you woke up from something that felt too real to explain, that was him trying to reach beyond your walls. He has spoken through conviction, the uneasiness that rose in your chest when you were about to make a choice that was not right. That was not guilt to shame you. That was his spirit protecting you. He has spoken through scripture, through words you read long ago that suddenly return to your mind at moments you needed them most. He has spoken through silence because sometimes silence is the loudest language of love. You thought his silence meant absence, but it was an invitation. He was drawing you closer, teaching you to listen with your heart instead of your ears. He wanted you to learn to feel his presence, even when you could not see. Proof. He wanted you to grow and trust, not trust that everything would go your way. Trust that he would never leave you, no matter how dark their path became. There have been so many times they brushed aside his voice, convincing themselves it was nothing. That quiet nudge that warned, "Don't go there." That feeling that whispered, "Wait." That peace arriving when they finally stopped fighting, that was him. He has never stopped pursuing them. Every time they walked away, he followed with love, not anger. Every time they fell, he reached down with mercy, not judgment. Every time they hid, he whispered, "Come back." They are still his child. He knows how hard it is to believe he still wants to speak to them after all the silence. They feel unworthy, unsure if they could ever hear his voice again. But they can. His voice never left them. It is just waiting to be welcomed back. He does not need loud prayers, only honesty. Tell him how they feel. Tell him what broke them. Reveal the truth they have been too afraid to speak. He can handle it. He already knows it, but he wants them to share it with him because that is where healing begins. If they quiet themselves now for just a moment, they will hear him again. In the rhythm of their breath, in the stillness between thoughts. He is there. He has never been gone. The silence between them can end right here, right now. All it takes is one word from their heart. Jesus. That is enough. That single word breaks the distance that has been building for years. That single word calls heaven's attention. That single word is the key to open the. He is at the door, missing your voice. His child. He misses how you used to talk to him like a friend. You don't need perfect words. No need for fancy prayers. Just speak from your heart. He is listening. He has always been listening. He is no stranger to your pain, nor is he offended by your doubts. He only wants to be near you to restore what the silence stole from you. So, return to conversation with him, not just through words, but through presence. Allow him to walk with you through ordinary moments again, through your mornings, your work, your nights. He doesn't want to be a Sunday memory. He wants to be your everyday reality. You were never meant to live in spiritual isolation. You were made to live in communion with him. The silence between you has lasted long enough. Let this be the moment you end it. Open your heart again. Listen again. He is still speaking, his beloved. He always has been and always will. Child, do you know what heaven sounds like right now? It is not silent. It groans and trembles. It cries out for souls who have wandered too far, not knowing just how close the edge truly is. All heaven sees what you cannot see. Angels watch the moments you waste, thinking you still have time. They hold their breath, praying you will hear him before it's too late. The kingdom is alive with urgency, because eternity draws closer with every passing second. Every heartbeat brings us closer to the day when all choices are final, when every tomorrow ceases to exist, and he is calling out because we are the very ones he seeks. The world makes us believe that life will keep stretching on forever, that tomorrow will always wait, that time is generous. But the truth remains that time is not ours to control. It is a gift, and gifts are fragile. We have no idea how much of it remains. That is why heaven is weeping tonight. It is no cry of despair. It is a cry of love, of longing, of divine yearning for the hearts that keep turning away while grace still stands. Open. We are living in moments that angels envy. They cannot experience the mercy we still have access to. They see the door of grace still open, the invitation still offered, and they wonder how so many can ignore it. Our Father is speaking to us because he does not want us to be among them. We were not created to live numb, distracted, and distant. We were created for communion, for purpose, for the light of his presence that gives meaning to every breath we take. But sin and sorrow have tried to steal that from us, to convince us that we are unworthy of coming home. Every time we feel that tug in our hearts, that quiet awareness that something eternal is calling out, that Is heaven reaching out through the rauder noise of earth? It was no coincidence. It wasn't there. Imagination. It was him. It was eternity whispering to the temporary. And tonight, eternity is not whispering. It is crying out their name. The whole kingdom is leaning toward them, because this moment is sacred. They are standing in a thin place where heaven touches earth, and their next decision will echo forever. He knows how far they've wandered, how the world has dulled their ears, how pain has hardened their heart. He knows they've grown used to pretending everything is fine, that they've learned to smile through spiritual emptiness. But even when they turned away, the angels still surrounded them. They watched over them when danger should have claimed their life. They held back disasters they never knew were near. They fought battles in the unseen while they slept. They think they survived by luck, but there has never been such a thing as luck. There has only been His mercy. Every time the enemy tried to destroy them, He commanded the hosts of heaven to intervene. They don't realize how many times they've been spared because heaven refused to lose them. The car that swerved just in time, the illness that didn't take them, the despair that didn't swallow them, those weren't coincidences. Those were battles won on their behalf. His child, they have been carried by grace more than they know, but He needs them to understand something vital. The heaven that has protected them cannot choose for them. Angels can war for them, they can guard them, they can whisper to their spirit, but they cannot decide their eternity. He says the choice belongs to you alone, and every passing second draws eternity closer. Every beat of your heart is a countdown, not of fear but of urgency. His mercy will never run out, but your chance to respond will. That is why He is speaking now. That is why He is interrupting your life again, because He sees what is coming, and He cannot let you walk into forever unprepared. Indeed, He is your guiding light. If Jesus led you out of the darkest night, heaven's cry is not a sound you hear with your ears. It is one you feel in your spirit. It is that restlessness that never leaves, that quiet ache telling you something is missing. It is heaven mourning the distance, longing for reunion. You belong there with Him. You were never meant to drift endlessly through all this confusion and chaos. You were designed to walk in light, in peace, in joy that cannot be shaken. But you have settled for shadows, because you have forgotten how radiant the light truly is. His beloved heaven does not cry out because He is angry. It cries because He remembers who you are. He remembers the moment He breathed life into you. He remembers the purpose He placed in you before the foundations of the earth. He remembers the fire that once burned brightly in your spirit, and He cannot watch that fire fade without doing everything possible to rekindle it. That is why He sent this message to you. It is not condemnation. It is not a coincidence. It is rescue. They might think this message is one of millions, but in heaven it is the only one right now. All of heaven has paused to focus on this exact moment, because it is their moment. He sees the distractions circling them, the lies trying to pull them back to numbness, the creeping fear whispering. They doubt it, but it is real, more real than the ground they stand on. The spiritual world is not a dream. It is the greater reality, and it moves even now. The kingdom calls out their name through the storm, and He is there, the voice within the thunder and the calm, saying they still have time, but not much, urging them home before the moment passes. They have grown so used to thinking they can fix everything later. They say they will pray when ready, or change when life slows down, and surrender when they are stronger. But those are lies the enemy whispers to keep them asleep. They will never feel ready. They will never find that perfect moment. Their time is only now. This moment is holy. Now is heaven's urgent cry. This is their turning point. He urges His child to listen. The same heaven that celebrates when one soul returns is ready to rejoice for them. The same angels who wept over their silence are waiting to sing over their surrender. They do not have to earn this celebration. They only have to accept it. They spent so much time believing that They must clean themselves up before they come to him. But he tells them, come as they are. Come with the mess. Come with all the guilt. Come with the confusion. Come with the fear. He can handle it. He is already hearing your cries. Every sin, every wound, every failure has already been nailed there. You are not too late. You are just in time. His heart breaks for the way you have. It tried to fill the silence with things that cannot satisfy you. The world promised you peace, but left you empty. It offered you love and left you broken. It gave you noise and stole your rest. But he offers stillness that heals, peace that remains, love that never leaves. That is why heaven cries, because he has prepared all of this for you, yet you keep walking right past, thinking it belongs to someone else. You are the one he is seeking, not someone holier, not someone wiser, not someone more deserving than you. He has chosen this moment to reach you again, because he sees how close you are to turning back. You have been drifting, but your heart still beats for him beneath the rosens, my last 11 herets. Exhaustion. You wonder if he could still use you, if he could still forgive you, if he could still want you after everything. And he tells you, yes, 1,000 times, yes. You have not gone too far. You have not fallen too deep. You have not failed too often. His love runs deeper still. Heaven's cry is not a sound of fear. It is a sound of hope. Hope that you will hear him before the final moment, before the last chance. Fadis. He is speaking to you with all the passion of eternity, because you matter that much to him. He is not willing to lose you, not to sin, not to sorrow, not to shame, not to time. You are worth dying for, and you are worth calling again. To hear his voice in this moment, let it echo louder than the noise of the world. Let it silence the lies that tell you you've gone too far. He still reaches. He still calls. He still loves. The cry of heaven is a cry of love, and it carries your name in every note. Will you answer it now? Will you let the distance fade, and will you let heaven's cry become your song again? The door is open, dear child, but it will not stay open forever. Come while you still can. Come while grace still calls your name. Come while heaven still weeps with hope for you. Every second that passes draws eternity closer. Don't wait another second, dear child. You smile in front of others, but he has watched you collapse when the lights go out. He has seen the way you hold yourself together for everyone else and then fall apart when no one is watching. He sees the exhaustion behind your eyes, the ache you have hidden behind laughter. You have built walls so strong that even you don't know how to tear them down anymore. But he does, and he hasn't come to break them with force. He has come to touch them with love until they crumble gently in his hands. You have wounds no one else knows about. Some were caused by others, and some were caused by choices you regret. You carry both the scars and the shame. You have tried to bury them deep so no one can see. But he sees them all, and he is not disgusted. He is not disappointed. He is not afraid of your pain. He is the only one who can reach that deep and bring healing that lasts. He wants to touch what you hide. You have been betrayed, haven't you? You trusted someone with your heart, your secrets, your deep loyalty, and they broke it like it meant nothing. You tried to forgive, but every time you remember, the wound still feels fresh. It changed how you love and trust, how you see yourself. And though you do not talk about it anymore, that betrayal still echoes in the quiet corners of your soul. He was there, you know. He saw the moment they spoke words that shattered you. He saw how you swallowed your pain to look strong. He saw the tears you wiped before anyone could see them. He did not just see them, he felt them. Their betrayal pierced his heart too, because every pain you feel, he feels with you. You tell yourself that you have moved on, but he knows you haven't healed. You have just learned to function with the wounds, but he never meant for you to just survive. He meant for you to be whole. That is why he is here now, wanting to heal what they broke. He wants to pull out the poison of bitterness that has been sitting inside you for too long. He wants to remind you that what they did to you does not define you. Their Rejection does not determine your worth. Their words were not the final truth, his are. He knows the deep fears that chase you. You wake up with them. People carry those burdens all day, then lay down with them at night. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear they are never enough, fear they will never be loved the same way they love others, fear that no matter how hard they try, it will never be enough to find peace. But he promises they need not earn peace. It is his free gift to them, given freely, not because they did everything right, but because he loves them. He knows their past mistakes still haunt them, and there are moments they wish they could erase, the things they wish they could undo, words they wish they had never spoken. He knows the guilt that creeps in when they are alone, whispering that they are beyond forgiveness, having gone too far. But he reassures them, nothing they do is stronger than what he did for them. His cross is proof there is no sin, no failure, no darkness that can separate them from his love. They cannot fall beyond his reach. They cannot run beyond his grace. They cannot break beyond his repair. When he looks at them, he does not see mistakes, but the potential he placed within them. He sees the child he created, the one he died for, the one he still fights for. They see their brokenness, but he sees their becoming. They see the ashes, but he sees the beauty he can create from them. They see the wounds, but he sees the testimony that will come when he heals them. They've been carrying the weight of guilt for too long, beloved ones. They keep punishing themselves for things what he already forgave. They replay moments in their mind as if punishing themselves will somehow balance the scales. But he already paid the price. The debt is cleared. They are free if they will just let themselves believe it, no longer living as if they are still chained, no longer walking through life like a prisoner when he already unlocked the door. They have grown so tired. The constant pressure of the world has drained them, and their soul feels like it is running on empty. They have been pouring from an empty cup, trying to meet everyone's expectations, trying to be strong while falling apart inside. But they were never meant to carry that weight. He did not design them to handle everything alone. He designed them to rest in him, drawing from his strength when theirs runs out. He invites them to let their guard down. They do not have to be strong here. They can fall into his arms, and he will not let them break. To his child, he sees their invisible battles, the thoughts that torment them, the memories that replay when they close their eyes. He sees the way they question their worth because of the things they have lost. They wonder why it had to happen, why he did not stop it. He knows those questions ache inside them, but he never abandoned them, not for a single moment. Some things broke because they were never meant to carry them. Some doors closed because they would have led to destruction. Some relationships ended because he protects you from greater pain. He knows it hurt, but he promises nothing he allowed to end was meant to destroy you. It was meant to redirect you toward the life he designed for you. You have walked through storms that should have drowned you, yet you are here. Do you know why? Because he held you through every single wave. Even when you could not feel him, he was in the water with you. Even when you thought you were sinking, he was the unseen hand keeping you above the depths. You thought you survived because you are strong, but it was because he refused to let go. You are here because he never stopped fighting for you. Let him into the places you have kept locked away. Let him touch what you hide. He will not force his way, and he will wait for your yes. But once you give it, he will heal you completely. He will take the pieces you have been trying to fit together on your own and create something new, something beautiful, something whole. He will breathe peace into your sleepless nights, light into your darkness, and purpose into your pain. Type I trust even in your silence, Lord. If you are waiting for unseen answers and shelter,